Folks, today we're talking about another player, and it is Zyon McCollum, because I personally feel that Zyon McCollum has the ability to be a superstar for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the foreseeable future, possibly even starting as early as this season. Before we dive into all of that, let's go ahead and set the table. Right? Zyon McCollum is actually a twin brother to Tristan McCollum. The two brothers were born on May 3rd, 1999 in Galveston, Texas, where they grew up. Fun fact, the hometown of also legendary Bucs wide receiver Mike Evans. Now, they both attended Ball High School, which is one heck of a coincidence in my opinion, because these guys were both ballers throughout the entirety of their sports careers. Not only did Zyon McCollum play football, he also ran track, and you really started to see the freakish athleticism that Zyon McCollum would exhibit throughout his time at the high school level. In 2016, he was a 3-star recruit, the number 37 ranked cornerback in Texas, which is maybe not something distinguishable on paper, but you do have to remember Texas is a very large football state. He was a first-team all-academic selection, a team MVP, a team captain. Oh yeah, and by the way, he was running a 4.4 40-yard dash and a 4.03 shuttle run in high school, folks. That's where all that track and football work is starting to come together. You're starting to see the freakish athleticism that McCollum was exhibiting. Now, he would initially commit to playing football at Utah alongside his twin brother. But one thing that is so important to the McCollum brothers is being able to stay close to home. They're very big on family. They're very big on being around those that they care about. And that's something that is super commendable. That is something that is super awesome to see. For that reason, both brothers decided to go ahead and decommit from Utah, a big decision, by the way, as Utah is a very notable, very large school, and go play for the smaller Sam Houston State School from 2017 to 2021. Now, both brothers would continue to play in the secondary. Zyon McCollum would continue to play at cornerback. Tristan McCollum would continue to play at safety. And during this time at Sam Houston, this is where you really started to see Zyon McCollum grow as a player, grow as a cornerback, and showcase what he can do at a college level. He was billed at 6'4", 200 pounds. He had 2 total touchdowns during his time at the Sam Houston State College, a couple of interceptions throughout that time as well, 13 total interceptions during that time, 10 tackles for loss, 205 total tackles, 1.5 sacks, 54 passes defended throughout his time at Sam Houston State, 6 forced fumbles, and heck, even a blocked punt in there for good measure. Point being is this: Zyon McCollum is a guy who in high school made plays, showed freakish athleticism, then went into college and was putting it more together. Not only were you seeing a guy who had amazing ability, size, and athleticism, but now you factor in play as well. McCollum, both Zyon and Tristan McCollum, were able to showcase their abilities, were able to get their noses around the football, and showcase that they belong in this sport and that they can succeed. This would result in the McCollum brothers being FCS champions in 2020. Zyon McCollum himself would earn a second-team All-Southland Award in 2019, 2-time first-team All-Southland Awards, one in 2018, one in 2020, and a first-team All-WAC Award in 2021. Going into the NFL Draft in 2022, there was a decent amount of hype surrounding Zyon McCollum in some ways, but a lot of people did not consider McCollum to be a highly graded prospect, an early round prospect, let's say, as he did come out of a small school at Sam Houston State. And how would that transition be from the college level to the professional level. These were things that were legitimate questions. However, one of the biggest stories coming out of the Zyon McCollum camp going into the NFL draft, an NFL draft that featured cornerbacks such as Trent McDuffie, Sauce Gardner, Derek Stingley Jr., all great cornerbacks in their own mind. Zyon McCollum had one thing over all of these guys: his freakish athleticism. There is a relative athletic score which designates the general athleticism of a player. It was created by Kent Lee Plate. He was the inventor of this score. Zyon McCollum graded out with a perfect 10 out of 10 score. And according to sportsnot.com, how rare is that score? It's never happened. It is never happened. There were 2,001 cornerbacks graded from the years 1987 to 2022 at that time. Zyon McCollum was number one out of all the cornerbacks. Every single one. Zyon McCollum at 6'2", 199 pounds. Sam Houston State was a little bit generous with that height. Ran a 4.33 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine. Had a 39.5-inch vertical leap. Again, whenever you compare this freakish athleticism with the ability to make plays in a collegiate level, it is a borderline miracle that the Bucs were able to get Zyon McCollum in round number 5. They traded up to get Zyon McCollum, by the way, which is an important thing to note. He was the 157th overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft. The Buccaneers would trade up, giving up a pick in the 2023 NFL draft, next year's selection, to get the opportunity to get McCollum. Because in my opinion, they saw the ability that McCollum showed. They saw the freakish athleticism, the 4.33 40-yard dash, the 15 reps on the bench press, the 11-foot broad jump, the 39.5-inch vertical jump. They saw this and they knew they had to get this guy in the building. Now, one thing that was unfortunate was that Zyon and Tristan McCollum would not be able to play together going forward. When asked, or when talking about when he was drafted, Zyon McCollum said this: "I started shaking, there was just smiles right away. It still really hasn't hit me at this point, but I'm fired up." He then would go on to say, as his brother would not get drafted, he would be an undrafted free agent signing, but would still stay close to home with the Houston Texans. He said it was really surreal. Tristan McCollum said, "It was really surreal. I knew I would end up signing with a team, but I didn't know what team it would be. I'm really blessed to be with the Texans. I really feel like they had the best interests for me." Tristan McCollum would then go on to say, "It's unfortunate to be apart from my brother at this time, but at the same time, it's very fortunate because I think we'll both be better players and better people because of it." This is something that, again, just showcases McCollum's appreciation for his family, his desire to be around those he cares about. He even goes on to say, "I wish I was there in Galveston to share that moment with them. All the students and the people, my little brothers and sisters, and some of the coaches who have gotten me to this point. I know I'm going to be able to give them a proper thanks, but if you can, just let them know I love them and thank you." It showcases who McCollum is as a person. Not only is he a freak athlete, not only is he a darn good cornerback at the collegiate and NFL level, but he's a guy that cares about those around him. He's a leader. He's a caring person. He's a kind person. These are all things that you want to see and do see in some of the top players in the NFL. A non-selfish attitude, bringing up those around them, being there for your brother and your brother being there for you. It's commendable things. Going into the NFL, Zyon McCollum did play in his first couple of years with the Bucs so far up to this point. In his first year with the Bucs in 2022, he started 3 games, played 13 games total. He would finish with 24 total tackles. He would have 1 pass deflection. In 2023, he would play even more, starting in 9 games, playing in all 17, having 9 passes defended, 2 forced fumbles, 68 total tackles, and 1 tackle for loss. But what is so striking to me, so interesting to me, is whenever you look at the advanced stats of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. When targeted, specifically in 2023, Zyon McCollum allowed a completions percentage of 59.8. That was better than Jamel Dean, Tampa Bay Buccaneers starting cornerback. That was better than Carlton Davis, Tampa Bay Buccaneers starting cornerback, who they traded away, by the way, to give McCollum more opportunities to play. Zyon McCollum, by advanced metrics, was one of the, if not the best cornerback the Bucs had last year in advanced metrics in 2023. And when you take all of that, how he's growing and developing at the NFL level, you see that proof in the advanced stats. He is getting better every year. How he looked at the collegiate level, and the freakish athleticism, the most athletic cornerback graded out since 1987. The tools are there for McCollum to be a superstar, a prototypical superstar. I do not blame anybody at all if they hitch their wagon to Zyon McCollum and say this guy is going to be special. I believe he is going to be special because not only is he a good player, he is a good person, and he is someone that has all the tools, be it mentally, be it physically, be it overall ability, to be a superstar. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about Zyon McCollum down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. As always, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.